Before Olympus, before Titans, there was the void. This is how the universe of Greek myth began. Not with a bang, but with a formless, yawning gap, a state of pure potential. We often look to the stars and ponder our origins, and so did the ancient Greeks. They wove a tapestry of creation, not with telescopes and particle accelerators, but with storytelling, personifying the fundamental forces of the universe into beings of immense power and personality. They saw the darkness, the earth, the sky, and desire itself as the first gods, the protogenoi. These weren't the squabbling, relatable deities of Mount Olympus. These were the raw ingredients of existence. In the next 6 minutes, a rapid cosmic tour, we're going to journey back to that beginning. We'll explore the very first entities to emerge from this primordial state, the architects of the cosmos long before Zeus picked up his first thunderbolt. Let's begin at the beginning. And in the Greek telling, the beginning was chaos. Now, don't think of chaos in the modern sense, like a messy room or a traffic jam. The Greek word chaos means a chasm, a gap, a vast and empty void. It was the primordial state of non-being, the unthing from which all things would eventually emerge. It wasn't a god in the sense of having a will or a form. It was more like a physical law, a precondition for existence. It was the ultimate cosmic womb, dark, silent, immeasurably vast. Imagine the universe before the Big Bang, a singularity of infinite density. Chaos is the mythological equivalent of that pre-cosmic state. It's the potential energy before it becomes kinetic. Hesiod, one of our primary sources, tells us in his Theogony, "Verily at the first chaos came to be." It's a profound statement. It doesn't say who created chaos, it simply was. It is the fundamental assumption upon which their entire cosmic model is built. It's the stage empty and dark, before the first actor walks on. From this gaping nothingness, the first stirrings of order were destined to arise. Out of the formless void of chaos, the first distinct entity emerges. This is Gaia, the Earth. She is the very foundation of the world, the solid ground beneath our feet, the bedrock of reality. She isn't just a planet, she is a conscious, divine being, the All-Mother. Think of her as the ultimate life support system, a self-contained biosphere. That biosphere is also a goddess. She is the stage upon which Greek mythology will unfold. Broad-bosomed, stable, nurturing, appearing where there was only a gap. Gaia's birth from chaos, a pivotal transition from non-existence to existence. Without any partner, she spontaneously gives birth to the world around her. Uranus, the starry sky rises to cover her. Urea, towering mountains push up from her body. Pontus, the barren sea forms and stretches, a complete ecosystem unto herself, establishing the physical landscape. Her role is central, not merely a place, but a progenitor. She will be the ancestor of nearly all gods and monsters. The Titans, the Cyclopes, the Giants, even the human race, the ultimate matriarch, immense creative power and fierce protective instincts. Gaia is the living, breathing world itself. At the same time that Gaia, the foundation, came into being, so too did her counterpart, Tartarus. If Gaia is the surface and the substance of the world, Tartarus is the unfathomable depth beneath it. It's a place, a primordial god, a concept all in one. Imagine the deepest, darkest oceanic trench. Imagine it extending infinitely downward. That gives you a sense of Tartarus. Hesiod describes it as a great, gloomy pit in the depths of the earth, as far beneath the underworld as the earth is beneath the sky. Sky, earth, Tartarus. This wasn't simply Hades, the land of the dead where souls go. Tartarus was older, deeper, more terrifying. It was the ultimate prison. Later, Zeus would use its bronze gates, iron walls, to confine the defeated Titans, his cosmic predecessors. It was a place of eternal punishment and containment for forces that threatened the order of the cosmos. It represents the universe's basement, the place where you lock away the things too dangerous to be allowed to roam free. As a primordial deity, Tartarus is the personification of this abyss. He is a force of confinement and depth, a necessary counterbalance to Gaia's creative, surface-level energy. Tartarus represents the dark, mysterious, powerful underworld. He is the shadow that gives the light its definition, the chasm that makes the mountains seem so high, a fundamental and fearsome part of the cosmic architecture. Chapter 4. Now we have a stage, Gaia, Tartarus, its deepest depths, but nothing is happening. For creation to truly begin, for these new beings to interact, you need a driving force. That force, emerging alongside Gaia and Tartarus, is Eros. Not the chubby, bow-wielding Cupid you expect. Primordial Eros, a fundamental cosmic force. He is the personification of desire, attraction, procreation. Eros is the engine of the universe, the attraction that pulls things together, the cosmic glue enabling generation and creation. Without Eros, Gaia could not have consorted with Uranus to birth the Titans. Without attraction, the cosmos stays static and isolated. He unnerves the limbs and overcomes the mind, Hesiod. An irresistible primal urge ensuring continuation and diversification of life. The spark that ignites the flame of existence. Think of Eros like a mythic equivalent of gravity. Gravity pulls matter to form stars and planets. Eros pulls beings together to create new generations. He has no agenda. He is the principle of union. He ensures the universe is not lonely. Begetting becomes the primary activity of the early cosmos, setting in motion the long and complex lineage of Greek mythology. Chapter 5. Emerging from the initial chaos, alongside light and day, was a being of immense power and mystery, Nyx, the personification of night. Nyx is more than just the absence of light. She is a potent, active force, a goddess so ancient and formidable that even Zeus himself was said to fear her. She is the veil of darkness that blankets the world, a time of rest, secrets, and danger. She is often depicted as a shadowy figure, riding a chariot, trailing stars and shadows in her wake. Nyx is a mother of many, and her children are a testament to her nature. Alone, without a partner, she gave birth to a host of dark and abstract concepts that plague humanity. Moros, doom, Thanatos, death, Hypnos, sleep, the Oneiroi, dreams, Momus, blame, Oises, misery. She also bore the Hesperides, who guard the golden apples at the edge of the world, and the Moirai, the fates themselves, who spin, measure, and cut the thread of every mortal and divine life. Her power lies in her ubiquity and her inscrutability. Night touches everything. Her realm is one of prophecy, magic, and profound truths revealed when the day has faded. Chapter 6. If Nyx is the veil of night that covers the earth, then her brother and consort, Erebus, is the darkness itself. He is the personification of deep, profound shadow and blackness. Think of him as the primordial gloom that fills the vast, empty spaces of the cosmos, the mists that obscure the path to Hades. While Nyx is the nightly phenomenon we see in the sky, Erebus is the very substance of that darkness, the elemental shadow from which she is woven. Erebus was born directly from chaos. In the Greek cosmic model, the world was a hollow place, and Erebus was the gloom that filled its depths. He is often intertwined with the underworld, the utter blackness that existed before the stars were lit. Together, Erebus and his sister Nyx formed a cosmic union, and from it came the next generation, Ether, the bright upper air, and Hemera, the day. From absolute darkness and night came forth their opposites. Light is born from dark. Chapter 7. Born from Erebus and Nyx, we get Ether. Ether is the personification of the upper sky, the pure, rarefied air the gods breathe, the brilliant, glowing blue of the heavens, far above the mundane air of earth. He is the very essence of celestial light, the cosmic opposite of his father, Erebus. In layered cosmology, ether crowns the universe, a fifth element idea that influenced thought up to the 19th century luminiferous ether. Well, you know, it really is kind of awe-inspiring. Chapter 8. Just as ether was celestial light, so too his sister, Hemera, the personification of day, she pushes back the darkness of her mother, Nyx, every morning. Hesiod describes their home at the edge of the world, sharing a threshold. As one returns, the other departs. They never occupy the same space, yet are forever bound, bringing light for work, for sight, for life to flourish. Chapter 9. Now that the world has a foundation, Gaia, Tartarus, Ether, Hemera, Erebus, Nyx, it needs a roof. This is Uranus, the starry sky. Born from Gaia alone, he is the first great patriarchal figure in the cosmos. He arches over his mother, covering her completely, the celestial canopy, adorned with stars. Uranus is not just a passive sky. He is an active and ultimately tyrannical ruler. His union with Gaia is incredibly fertile, producing the first generation of powerful humanoid gods. First came the 12 Titans, 6 male, 6 female. Then came the one-eyed Cyclopes, master craftsmen and builders. And finally, the Hecatonchires, the 100-handers, beings of immense strength with 50 heads and 100 arms each. The world was beginning to fill with powerful new life. But Uranus was a terrible father. Repulsed and fearful, he refused to let them see the light of day, imprisoning them deep within Gaia, causing her immense pain. This cosmic tyranny sets the stage for the first celestial conflict, establishing a pattern of generational strife. Chapter 10. Our final primordial is one you might know, but in a different context. This is not Cronus, the Titan who overthrew Uranus. This is Kronos, the personification of time itself. While not always in Hesiod's lineup, later traditions saw him as necessary, often depicted as a serpent coiling around the cosmos, driving rotation and ages. Kronos represents the linear progression of time, ensuring there is a before and an after, and that events unfold in sequence. With Ananka, inevitability, he cracks the cosmic egg, from which the ordered universe is born. Time as primordial, creative, destructive. It ages the gods, turns creation into history, governs birth, life, and death. Though later conflated with Cronus devouring his children, primordial Kronos is more abstract. The river of time itself, flowing ever forward, carrying the nascent universe from chaos toward its complex and dramatic destiny.